The metal motions on the air across the globe, he's everywhere. See no dust all over the place, on the mic and in his face. No school, old school doesn't care. If it rocks, you'll find it here. Look at the world, he's on the loose. The metal moose show starts right now. listening to Soundcheck with the Moose.
Yep, it's me, and we're back again for another 2 hours of amazing metal. This show brought to you by mybookie.ag. Hey, man, I dig sports. I know a bunch of you dig sports, and if I'm going to put my money down on a team, if I'm going to bet, I'm going to do it through mybookie.ag. I got together with them. They put together a special plan for the Moose listeners. Listen, man, I'm telling you, before I did this, I really went around and talked to a lot of people about legit companies and who's real and who's not, and mybookie.ag is real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all my social media places, a special link that you can go to and use the coupon code MOOSE for an amazing deal. I'm not even going to get into what kind of a deal it is. It's a money matching deal where they're going to match what you put down. And I forgot all the details, but just trust me. Go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Metal Moose Podcast. There's going to be a link there, especially for Moose listeners. Use the coupon code Moose. And, let's bet on a good game next week. Who's coming out? Is it OSU, Texas Tech? I think Texas Tech could probably smoke Oklahoma State. I don't know who Texas is playing, but they're probably going to lose. Listen, bet on the Cleveland Browns. They're going to lose. So whoever is playing Cleveland, bet as much money as you can on Cleveland at mybookie.ag. That's the website, mybookie.ag. Go there. Just tell them the Moose sent you. Okay, so the first tune there, Ypnos, YPNOS, very Dream Theater. If you dig Dream Theater, you like that. It was kind of a poor man's Dream Theater, though. It just didn't quite have that crazy, great emotion. The guitar playing was a little under par when you're trying to sound like John Petrucci, but so would mine. This next band, I've never heard them, but man, what a fruity cover. I hope this is good music, man, because I would never buy it. If I saw this cover, I'd be like, okay, my manhood has been rejected. Zeal with Infernal Waves of Love. What?
The Moose rocks Texas. where you get rated in tacos. Only on Soundcheck.
I mean, it's got a fruity ass cover. I mean, it's very fruity. But that was really good, nice and smooth. That's probably the only problem that I have with. It's the same problem that I have with Satch. I mean, God bless Satriani. Without Satriani, we wouldn't have Hammett, Steve Vai, Alex Skolnick. We're chicken foot or surfing with the alien. But it just feels so sterile. I mean, it's really emotional. It's really, really clean. Production, the playing was smooth. Like, the butt cheeks of the guys in Air Supply, which I'm sure get waxed. Beyond that, though, it was like late night driving in the middle of nowhere music, It was really, really good. I can appreciate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a 4 taco rating. Now, listen, I'm knocking an entire taco off of the rating because the cover is just ridiculous. It looks like a 1980s "I'm here to seduce you with my guitar playing." It does. He looks like one of the, maybe like session members of Air Supply, maybe, he just looks looks like Bob Rock when he had long hair, when he was in his little band. Yeah. So, I don't know how I feel about the whole look of it. But it was, it was it was good, but fruity. Does that make sense? Anybody get that besides me? I don't know. It was good, but fruity, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to figure out who the hell I'm going to play for you next. I don't remember. So I'm going to look it up while the song is playing. And, no, it's not them. It's not that. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. But thanks for being here with us on Soundcheck. Make sure and give us a call on the taco line, 424-666-7356. I've settled on taco line. I had a lot of different ideas. Bloodline, the shout out line, blah, blah, blah. I'm going with taco. Yeah, it's going with the taco line because people love tacos. And we want you to call or text in your request, your opinions, your pictures, whatever you want to, whatever. It's Soundcheck from the Moose Pit. Here's the next song by somebody. I'll tell you after. Promise.
The Moose rocks Oklahoma.
Procure my earthly
This is Izzy Devious and Lieutenant Colonel Lee from Accidental President in Sydney, Australia.
G'day to all you listeners at Metal Moose Radio.
Agitators and flag bearers.
Stay brutal.
Pretty damn cool when you have a band from Sydney, Australia, all the way on the other side of the world, making a radio bumper for your show. Thanks so much to Accidental President. So Sons of Sorath is who that was. I like the staccato, a little bit of grit in the production. It was okay. There wasn't anything that made me want to go back and listen to it again. It was all right. I'd give it a 3 taco rating. Not bad. I would probably wear the shirt if they want to send me a shirt. I'd probably wear it. Needs to be a 3X though. I'm a big girl, so yeah, man. If you want to send out a shirt, I'll wear it. But it was all right. There was nothing going on with the Sons of Sorath. I do like the album cover though. Really, I'm big into covers. If your cover sucks, I'm not going to be as apt to like your band. It's just true. Maybe that's wrong of me, but if you don't take the time to really put something out nice art wise, it's harder for me to take you serious, because when you put out a record, man, it is like it's your one shot to really impress somebody. So I think you should really take heed in every part of that. So put some time into your album covers, people. Don't let your high school buddy who was good at graphics, make you a cover. It's a mistake, trust me. Sons of Sorath have a nice cover. Very cool. But yeah, so coming up next is a band called Beneath the Barrons. By the way, if you've never listened to the show before, my name is Moose, coming to you from the Moose Pit Studios here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You can find us on iTunes, on YouTube, and all those places, Stitcher, Spreaker, la. And we listen to songs from independent metal bands from all over the globe, and I give my opinion on it, and then I rate it in tacos. 5 taco rating is the highest you can get. Well, 5 tacos with sour cream. That's the highest. If I sprinkle a little sour cream on there, it's phenomenal. So that last song got about a 3 taco rating. Not terrible. It was okay. I loved the staccato. I liked the rhythm of it, but there wasn't anything there that made me go, whoa, I need to hear that again. So I probably will not listen to it again. So, well, coming up next, like I said, Beneath the Barrons contacted me and said, we want this on your show. And I said, we'll do it. Why not? You're in a band, send your music in, we'll play it too. Beneath the Barrons on Soundcheck right now.
You are listening to the Metal Moose. Your life will deeper than the roots, twisting, punching your way to the underground. You always were my enemy, but you are the man to cover your betrayal. The easiest to set you right was to feel my own right. Open my eyes, no time for second chances. Now I realize I'm not the man I used to be. Over and over again I came from their relation to you. Given the choices I made in the past, I think I finally made it through. I cannot resist the power that controls me for the common man who knows he lost his way. I hope for an answer in spite of the fall. Take it off for a moment to know that I did everything that I could. If only you know how I felt in the end when you can't remember the truth. Do you remember the truth? I cannot resist the power that controls me for the common man who knows he lost his way. In pursuit of I hope for an answer in spite of the fall. I have come to realization. Run like vultures in the sky. Tonight, the fire inside my eyes. Tonight, I wait to watch you die. Please forgive me, please forgive me for I Your lies run deeper than the roots, twisting, punching your way to the underground. You always were my enemy, but you were the man to cover your betrayal. Easiest mistake you made was to feel my own right. The easiest mistake you made was to feel my own rage.
Want to know if you suck? Send your music to Soundcheck.
Well, I can tell you right now, Beneath the Barrons does not suck. Really, really cool. Harkens me back to the Darkest Hour kind of melodic. It's something that I feel like Darkest Hour really brought to the forefront in the middle. And I remember the first time I picked up their record, the Mark of the Judas, is that what it's called? The first one. And it had a little sticker on there. It said, melodic Gothenburg style from America. And I thought, that's pretty interesting. You know, I can check that out. And I loved it. And I've liked Darkest Hour ever since, even though I can't remember the name of the first track. I swear it's Mark of the Judas. Anyway, I liked that. I think that the clean vocal could have had a harmony behind it. I think that some of the riffing could have probably also had some octave riffs thrown in there a little bit to maybe throw a little bit more melody in there. Really good, really aggressive. I would damn sure wear that shirt. Certainly would wear that shirt. If you guys want to send me a shirt, by the way, 3X, please. Just get a hold of me on Facebook, and I'll tell you how to get one to me, because when I wear it, people are going to ask, who the hell is that band? Where are they from? And I'm going to go, Beneath the Barrons. I think it's a cool name. It reminds me of the movie It, you know, back before It became so cool. Now everybody loves it, but cool name, cool band. I'd love to see them live, see if they can pull that off, that if they can keep that, what is the word? I'm sorry, man, it's late. I'm losing my brain here. If they can be so active, they can keep that activity up in a live setting, because live is important. So I like it, though. I'd wear the shirt. I'd give that a 4, probably a 4.25 taco rating. I'm only keeping 0.75 of the taco for myself, and that says a lot, because I'm a big fat guy, so I need a lot of tacos. I need a taco sponsor. I mean, we got mybookie.ag, and thank God we have them, because we're really trying to get people to... I'm trying to also spread the word that I like sports a lot, so if you guys ever want to text in some sports stuff, you can do that. But I really need a taco. Torchies would be good. Fuzzies would be awesome. Somebody who makes tacos. Taco Casa, please, man. Coming up right now is a band called Blood Force, Guardians of the Throne. Buckle it up, Buttercup. Erroneous on all counts.
Hey, rock fans, this is T. Singh,
Matt Vogt, Rob Pace,
and Joe Sanchez, and we're from
Drama Queen.
You're listening to the Metal Moose Radio Show, where Oklahoma rocks.
All right, so here's the deal. If you want to put clean vocals in your song, please be able to sing. Now, the clean vocal that was, the quote, harmony behind the harsh vocal, it sounded really cool there towards the end of the song. But the clean vocal, just solo clean vocal, sucked harder than Jenna Jameson. I'm not saying that from experience. I mean, I wish, but yeah, man. So just, auto-tune it if you need to. Do something, but don't, there were dogs howling when that happened. So, yeah, beyond that, it was really good. I would wear your shirt. I would tell people this band is really kick-ass, but I would have to say, except for the clean vocal. The clean vocal was just horrid. Unless there's the harsh vocal in front of it. So that was cool, man. I'll give you a 3.5 taco rating, no doubt. But it would have been, more like a 4 or a 4.25 without that horrendous clean vocal in there, man. So you got something going. Just whoever it is that thinks they can sing, tell them to stop. Or, like I said, auto-tune it. Do something, But if you auto-tune it, then you're screwed live. So I would, if you got rid of that deal, it'd be so much better. But I liked it though. It was pretty cool. Like I said, I'd wear the shirt. I would tell people, yeah, man, check him out. Just don't listen to the guy. It was bad. So coming up next is a band that I don't even know how to say the name. DEGITX. I don't know what the hell it is, and then it looks really, I almost thought this is going to be some kind of weird keyboard kind of thing, because we get that a lot. Soundscape kind of music kind of sneaks its way into the the playlist every now and then, because I really try to keep it as diverse as possible, but keep it heavy and interesting, which is kind of like me, heavy and interesting. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, dig it, or whatever the hell their name is, but we're going to check it out. Really interesting cover, very artsy. Like I said, I almost thought, okay, this is going to be some weird stuff, but I don't know, man. We're going to find out, and we're going to play it. And I'm sorry if it's just weird noises, because that happens every now and then, because I don't listen to the songs before I play them. So that's part of the fun of Soundcheck. You're having fun. It's cool. That's all right. I'm glad you're having fun. And hopefully you're naked like me.
The Moose Rocks Canada.
with the latest in high-octane metal. Metal Moose. You've been weighed, you've been measured, you've been found wanting. Metal Moose. For the latest in high-octane metal. Metal Moose. Visit them on Facebook at Metal Moose Radio for weekly podcasts and more up-to-date information and events. Metal Up. Metal Moose.
Okay, so yeah, it did have, it was, I don't know if I would call it artsy, but there was a lot of keyboards, that was a pretty cool, didn't know if there were vocals or not, apparently there's not. Really cool. That was an interesting piece of music. It was certainly outside the box and not your usual thing you might hear on Soundcheck, but I thought it was cool. It was like a metal Axel F. Anybody that gets that, let me know. Just somebody out there is going to know what that is. But yeah, man, that was pretty cool. I'm glad I played that because it was, like I said, really out of the box and really different from what we'd normally play. But it was enjoyable. Like, I could listen to multiple tunes that sounded like that. I'd like to go back and listen to that record some more, which is, I'm telling you right now, if you listen to the show, you know that that's a compliment because a lot of this stuff that comes in, man, I hear the one tune and I'm like, I got it. I got what the band has to offer. And I don't, I feel like that whatever the hell that name of that band was probably has more to offer than what I heard in just that one song. Really cool. It was like, what's that guy's name? Jan Hammer. It was kind of like Jan Hammer metal. It was pretty cool though, man. I don't know if I'd wear the t-shirt. I mean, maybe I would. That's one of those kind of really weird, kind of, somebody's like, so what's something, kind of strange I've never heard before that you would, recommend? I'd be like, oh, digits or whatever the hell your name is, but pretty cool. I like it. I'd give that easily a 4.5 taco rating. Yeah, it was totally cool. Way out of left field. So I'm digging on it a lot. Very cool. Coming up next is a band called Dom Zly. Whatever happened to Mike and the Milkshakes? You know what I mean? What happened? Susie and the Squirt Bottles. Dom Zly. Yeah. I don't know. Derek and the Douches, right? I don't know. What happened? What's all those weird ass names? This is Soundcheck. My name is Moose. 2 a.m. I guess it's now the 25th. Yeah. September 25th, 2 a.m. doing radio shows. I'm addicted. I am to love. Dom's Lie.
Find Soundcheck on iTunes, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and in your local taco truck. the Metal Moose.
All right, I hate your name. I'm just going to be honest with you. I hate the name of the band. I think that the intro should be a separate track, like it's just a little interlude thing, because I was ready to stop listening. I was like, okay, this is really lengthy and not very interesting, and that's a shame because when the song kicks in, it is a unique. Trying to think, a unique version of brash. It's really brash and nasty, and that's kind of what I felt about it. I thought this is unrelentingly harsh, and it was so interesting because it just it really hit you hard. And kept pushing. I liked it a lot. I would certainly damn well wear that shirt. Very, very, very much liked it. I'd give that easily a 4.25 taco rating. Hate the name. Thought the intro was way too long. But I really, really liked it. Very, very good stuff, man. More coming up right now from a band called Electric Messiah. Great name. Cool name. So, I'm kind of guessing we're going to go doom here with this band anyway. It's Moose with you in the Moose Pit from OKC with Soundcheck. Get involved. Send us a text. Electric Messiah right now.
The Moose rocks New York. listening to the Metal Moose.
A little bit of Electric Wizard to get you going there. So here's the deal about that song that I don't know what, and maybe it's just a certain mood thing that I get in or not, but in order to fully grasp what the hell just happened to my ears, I'm going to have to listen to that song about 15 times. Just listening to the guitar work was a lot of fun in itself. It started out like with sounded like a Motorhead song with the singer of the Killer Bees. Really, really interesting. So, and it also, had that very storytelling feel to it, which I like that in a song most of the time. It had its ebbs and flows. It was a piece of work. It wasn't just a 6-minute bust out a jam kind of a deal. It was really cool, interesting. And interesting, I will listen to it again because I kind of I couldn't digest that big bastard with one listen. There's no doubt about that. And it was something interesting enough that I'll actually go back and try to figure out. So I would wear the shirt, Electric Wizard. Please send me a shirt. As far as a taco rating goes, I mean, I'm gonna give it about a 3.75 right now because. And that's kind of unfair because I can't even try to act like I digested that whole thing. Wow. That was like, a lot of stuff going on there. So got the male, female vocal thing. A lot of fun, a lot of the good stuff. I'm going to listen to that again. I don't know when I'll get around to it, but I will listen to it again. And yeah, send me a shirt. I'll wear it. Fallen from Grace is the name of this next tune, but I'm not sure who the hell it is. I'll let you know after the song. It's just the way it goes today. Enjoy.
Text in your request to the Soundcheck Taco line 424-666-7356.
latest in high-octane metal. Metal Moose. You've been weighed, you've been measured, you've been found wanting. Metal Moose. For the latest in high-octane metal. Metal Moose. Visit them on Facebook at Metal Moose Radio for weekly podcasts and more up-to-date information and events. Metal Up. Metal Moose.
All right, a little legal issue there. We had to remove that song, Fallen from Grace. That Fallen from Grace is a song by the band Arisen from Nothing. They're good, man. I can see them going places. I just did the full album EP review for those guys, and I can't play it on the show, though, because their label doesn't want me to. So I took that out, and I put in Morning by Morning, which gave me a little bit of faith in black metal again. I love the cold riff, melodic riffing. Reminds me a little bit of Hans's Deventa by Darkthrone. I have lost so much faith in black metal. As a matter of fact, I haven't listened to a lot of black metal in a long time just because it's become so monotonous to me. And maybe that's narrow-minded. Maybe just my mind's not big enough for it. But I really, really, really liked that Morning by Morning. Yeah, that was really damn good. I think the song is called At Heart. But check those guys out. Wow. Hey, I'll wear a shirt if you send me one, but you're probably in like Scandinavia and it cost $1 million. So don't do that. I'd give that a 4.75 Talco rating. Really good black metal, melodic. In the right places, really well performed, nice and grim, good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm a fan. Coming up next is a band called Kill the Drama Queen. Yeah, Divided Alignment. Interesting title. The song better be good. You have a good title like that, it's got to be a good song. Has to be.
You're listening to Soundcheck with the Moose. Yo!
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
If you listen to the show, you know my rule. It's a pretty simple rule. If you're going to sound just like somebody else, and I don't think any of us question who that sounds like, you better make it good, as good or better than the people you're trying to sound like. So now here's what I'll say about that tune. I really enjoyed it because I really enjoy the Jar of Flies, Sap era Alice in Chains. And if somebody were to play that to me and say, hey, this is a lost basement cut off of Jar of Flies, I would be close to believing it because it was quality enough to be that. I liked it. I don't know how easy it's going to be to sell that sound. I think even Alice in Chains had a hard time selling that sound. And I don't know that the, grunge movement is still alive or whatever, but I dig it. I thought it was really cool. Good tune. Good and emotional, nice and dark, and damp and musty, very melancholy, which I'm a fan of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Kill the Drama Queen. Not what I expected at all with a name like that. It just but really nice, really nice tune. I'll probably give that a 4.5 taco rating. Not bad, man. Really cool. Very interesting. Real quick, I want to go ahead and make sure and remind you guys real quick again, mybookie.ag. If you're into sports, you want to bet on some sports and win some money, that's the place to do it. Mybookie.ag. You can use the coupon code Moose. You can go to my Facebook or Twitter or Facebook or Twitter, and you can find a special URL that you can go to and use the coupon code Moose and go win some big money. Like I said, just bet against the Cleveland Browns. Whoever the Browns are playing, bet all your money on the other team. Yeah, so. Also, our good friends over at witchcasket.uk, very, very cool. Our friends at Tornado Tattoo right here in Oklahoma City, Josh Poindexter, who does all of mine and Mrs. Moose's tattoos. Amazing work there. Also, Dr. French at Live Well Chiropractic. If you're hurting, man, you've been headbanging too much, you need to get fixed up because you got thrown around in the pit. Live Well Chiropractic and Dr. French. He's a big supporter of music. He's a great dude. Awesome chiropractic, man. He'll make you stop hurting. I'm just old. I just hurt when I wake up now. But I know when I was younger, I would have loved to have a chiropractor, after a Slayer show. My body is still out of line. So, yeah, man, make sure and support those people because they support us. Even they're not giving us money. I wish they were. If you'd like to give us money, we do have a PayPal. So just go to the webpage and hit the donate button. We'd appreciate that because it helps us do this with this cool microphones and computers and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, man, it's Soundcheck with the Moose and more music coming up now from a band called Midwest Voltage. Got a feeling this one's going to be loud. So crank it up, Midwest Voltage on Soundcheck from the Moose Pit in OKC.
listening to Soundcheck with the Moose.
I think my favorite thing about that track, and there's a lot of things I like about it, very, very cool. Kind of like the Stone Roses meets, not Flogging Molly, but the other one, yeah. Anyway, the thing I liked the most about it was the attitude. It was just real punky, real, how about Dropkick Murphys? There we go. It took me a second. My brain not functioning well. Really cool. Just got a real punk attitude, kind of mixed in with some alt rock kind of just hard rock. Just like I said, it reminds me, like I said, of Stone Roses and Dropkick kind of mixed together. Really liked it. It never got too fast. It wasn't too slow. The riffs were interesting. There was so much conviction in the vocal. I dug that. The guy sounded like he was believing what he was saying. That's a big deal to me, which sometimes gets hard when you're listening to a band that's just like, you can't, I don't know. Oh, do you really mean what you're burping right now? So, but I was into that. That was really cool. That's like a shirt I would wear and say, this is a pretty interesting kind of mix if you're into like, I love, there was a lot of guitar, just grooveness to it without the groove, if that makes any sense. It was just real meaty, thick, and it was like a curb kick, man. It was just brutal in its own way. So anyway, yeah, really, I liked it a lot. I'm going to give that about a 4.25, and I'm interested to hear more. That's something else that I could put on my Spotify and just listen and not say to myself, oh, well, that's some unknown band from nowhere. I mean, like, I don't know, that was awesome. That was really good. So I would totally get into that. This next band came really highly, requested, or they got a good review from my good friend Robert Pilson over at No Slip Records, who's helping me with the Moose compilation, which, by the way, you guys need to get out and buy, because these bands were cool enough to give us songs to put on a comp to sell to raise money for the station, and we want you to have a copy. It's 20 bands for $5. We need that. So anyway, Robert Pilson was like, yeah, man, Moss Generator, awesome band. Can't wait to hear it. This band, The Wicked Willow was the name of the tune. So knowing Robert, this is probably going to be some sludgy stuff. So we're going to get into Moss Generator right now on Soundcheck with the Moose. Let's do this.
The Moose rocks Colorado.
Weird scenes of lust follow the night time. Visions of morals in decay. Never satisfied in the shelter of a promise. Seeking loveless and depraved. Depraved.
Davies and Lieutenant Colonel Lee from Accidental President in Sydney, Australia.
G'day to all you listeners at Metal Moose Radio.
Agitators and flag bearers.
Stay brutal.
Man, what wasn't to love about that Moss Generator song? That vocal demanded attention. That's one of those bands that, okay, so whenever I do this, I try to, picture the band on a stage in, a club or something. People sitting at the tables, drinking their drinks and not paying attention to the bands. That's usually how it works because a lot of times the bands sound alike, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to sit here and drink this cheap beer and get hammered until I like the bands, which I think happens a lot. But if that band was on the stage, as soon as the singer opened his mouth, everybody put their drinks down. Wow. Really, really, really. I mean, that may be the strongest vocal that I've heard in a really long time, since Moontooth. I think the Moontooth guys also have a really commanding vocal and guitar presence as well. That's the other thing. If you weren't drawn in by that incredible vocal, as soon as that guitar kicked in, you went, oh, hell yeah. The Moss Generator is the real deal. That was super impressive. Really, really, I'm actually impressed with that. That was so that, it didn't sound like a bunch of kids just banging around on instruments. It was just something that I feel like everybody who appreciates music would be able to listen to that and go, that's good. That's the kind of band that I could see on like America's Got Talent or something, that even Simon would be like, oh my God, that you guys are talented. I don't know if you're going to win or whatever, but wow, that's real deal. So that's super impressive. I'm going to give that a 5 taco rating. Damn near perfect. Incredible tune. Very, very cool. And why I've never heard of this band before, or why this band isn't on Big Rock Radio, is a damn mystery, because that is something that people who dig music could get into. So whoever is managing them, you're not pushing hard enough, man. That band deserves to be on the road and deserves to be a household name. I'm telling you right now, I'm saying that on this show, Moss Generator should be a household name. Really good. I would tell everybody in the world about that band. Matter of fact, I'll probably be telling people tonight at work. You got to check out this band. Really, really good. More coming up right now on Soundcheck. Let's bake this cake.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Came to break up the scene, blinded through your eyes.
your request to the Soundcheck Taco Line, 424-666-7356.
I think there are times when you have that kind of production where it sounds like you've just set a cassette recorder in the corner of the room, and that's kind of your demo deal. That's what that sounded like to me. It was extremely noisy. And going back to, picturing the bands on a stage at a club, that's kind of club-esque music to me. It had that club quality to it. Maybe that's what they're shooting for. That's what you're shooting for. A damn plus. You did a good job. But for me, listening to that, in my car or with a set of headphones on, I'm just like, oh my God, it's just so bright. And it had a real sense of reckless abandonment to it. It was just kind of, we're going to throw it all out there. Hopefully you can pick it up, and if not, we're just going to let it swing anyway. You know what I mean? That just wasn't my thing. It just didn't. That's not the kind of thing that I personally enjoy. Do I think that that's a kind of a band that could play like parties and have a good response? Yeah, do I think that? I think they'd have a really good response in a club. That's like really good club music. Noisy, bluesy, reckless, just out there doing what they do. Beyond that, I don't think it goes any further than that. I think it stays that biker rally music, that club music. It stays there. That's the level that it's on. And I mean, listen, as far as like club, biker rally kind of bands, it's really, really good. But beyond that, getting onto the radio or being, a CD that, I'm sorry, CDs don't exist anymore. A digital download that people are going to want to purchase. I don't know about that. So it was fun. It was okay. It was, kind of dirty. Made you feel kind of dirty. But, I'll give that about a 2.75 for me. Just not my thing. Now, there may be somebody else out there who's going, you're out of your damn mind. That was so awesome. And that's cool. It's okay for you to disagree. That's why we have the taco line. If you disagree with me and like some, that I don't like, just text and tell me. 424-666-7356. I welcome your input. The show would be a lot more fun with more input. We don't get a lot of input. Lots of bands write us, but people that listen don't write very often. So I'd love to hear from you. And don't worry, I answer every text, and I will read it on the air, most likely. Even if you hate my guts, I'll read that. That's actually more fun. Upon a Falling Empire coming up right now on Soundcheck with Moose and OKC. Get loud. It's good. It's good. It's real good. I love the staccato. It's been a long time since I've heard, in today's scene, you have the whole gent thing going on where they use a lot of the polyrhythms and a lot of the, kind of things. And I think that it's been a long time. You got to go back to the thrash era, where people were using that staccato rhythm in really good fashion. Now it's with the gent community, it's turned into this. It's almost too damn technical the way they use their time signatures. And I'm not talking about Meshuggah, kind of stuff with the polyrhythms and Dillinger escape plan, but you can't. It's not even a rhythm you can bob your head to. You're just like, I don't know what's happening. But Upon a Falling Empire brought back, one of the bands I thought that was really good at that was Pantera. By God, when they did that staccato, you were thrashing, you were headbanging. That had some really good staccato passages in it. The guitar playing was nice. The vocal was just full of rage, really well done, not overplayed. That was badass. That was like exciting to hear music. Upon a Falling Empire, I'm going to give you a 4.75 star, which is a taco. In my world, we don't give stars, we give tacos. Really good. I would love to wear your shirt and tell people about you. Really nice tune, man. Really nice tune. Yeah. So, once again, I don't know if I've told you guys this yet or not. I know we're late into the show and I'm about to pass out, but thank you so much for listening. It's a big deal to me that you listen. Please support the sponsors, mybookie.ag, witchcasket.co.uk, yada, yada, yada. If we talk about them, we believe in them. So support them so they'll support us back. Yeah, man, thanks so much where you're listening. Wherever you're listening from, we appreciate it. Next, and I think last, is a band called Eternal Con. Kayak! I don't know if anybody got that or not, but yeah, Eternal Con.
You're listening to Soundcheck with the Moose.
Soil, what
No. I'm tired of the poor production. We're trying to be Dark Throne kind of thing. It just doesn't work for me anymore, unless it's insanely good, and that was average at best. Sorry, guys. Eternal Con, 2 tacos. Not my thing. Thanks so much for listening, man. Make sure, like I said, to support the sponsors, mybookie.ag. I'm going to put a link up on the Facebook and Twitter so you guys can go bet against the Cleveland Browns and make some money. And I say it at the end of every show, I'm going to say it again. You wake up, you kick ass, you be kind, you repeat. It's how we do things. Also, go visit Brian Ray Halsey's Facebook page. He's selling hot tub parts or something like that, and he wants to hear from you. We'll see you next time on Soundcheck, and until then, don't forget, man, stay thick.
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose owns no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. The Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.